Hola amigos, are you good? Today I want to make a very short educational video. Okay, very short but very educational. But before we get there, I just want to tell you that you should subscribe to the channel, like the damn video. Remember we had that conversation about common sense? Yeah. Now it's time to prove to me that you understood what I said, okay? Just subscribe to the damn thing, like the video, bro. It's free. Do you know that I am the only creator on YouTube that runs a channel where you get to subscribe for free? Yeah, there are people who charge other, like the audience, thousands of dollars out there, but I don't do that. So, guys, before I tell you what I have in mind, let me tell you something that I found rather disturbing yesterday. It's very concerning. Do you see this farm? Right now, I'm in a groundnuts farm. I think I showed you the last. So it's a small farm, like 10 meters. Yeah, a 10 by 10 meters squared farm where we have planted some groundnuts. But the problem is there are animals. Let's say rodents. They, you know, the likes of the squirrels. Yeah, actually, I found a squirrel yesterday here. So I was there coming, and then I saw the squirrel somewhere here, and then it ran away. See, it's eating the damn groundnuts. I don't know if you can see. See this? So the squirrel, I think it's a one squirrel. Yeah, I also remember I told you about that squirrel when I was recording another video about when we were harvesting and digging out the cassavas in a cassava farm, and then I saw it running there, and then I told you, wow, there's a squirrel. I wish I could have shown. I should have. I wish I could show you, but I didn't, I didn't catch that moment. But yesterday I was passing here and then I saw the damn squirrel. So I have established that I am 100% sure that it is a squirrel destroying this ground. It comes here and then it start digging, and then it eats the groundnuts. Yeah. It might even dig this entire farm. If you're not careful, it might eat everything in this farm. And that day when we come to harvest groundnuts here, we are gonna find nothing. Because those things can really dig. So the solution that I've come up with, or something that I think might help, is making scarecrows. I don't know. I showed you a scarecrow. There's one scarecrow we have positioned in a vegetable farm right there. In that farm where we planted black nightshade. Yeah. So my plan is to position one scarecrow right here in this corner, and then another one in that corner, and then another one in that corner, and then another one in that corner, and one scarecrow right here in the middle of this farm, so that when the squirrel comes and tries to eat the groundnuts, it's gonna see the scarecrows and think it's a human being. And because a squirrel is just a damn animal, its IQ, it's a little bit low, and yeah, it's gonna run away. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. It's gonna work unless I'm giving the squirrel way less credit than it deserves. But I think, positioning scarecrows right there in that corner, that corner, that corner, that corner, and one right here is going to help. So guys, I got a conversation. Okay, I got something. I got a conversation today that I wanna have with you. I want to discuss something with you. Actually, I don't want to discuss anything. I want to tell you something because you don't get to talk back to me. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you some stuff, and you're going to listen, and you're going to do exactly what I say. Listen, today I want to educate. Okay, I want to educate ignorant, broke, jealous people, the kind of people who run around saying that multi-millionaires and multi-billionaires like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Warren Buffett are greedy, evil people whose fortunes should be distributed among the less fortunate. I know you don't care about the less fortunate as much as I know very well that you don't care about the well-being of the less fortunate as much as you care about destroying rich people. But I hope after this video, you're going to understand just how wrong your opinion is. Because I want you to realize that what it's meant. I want you to understand what it's meant when someone say person X is worth Y amount of money. We tend to make the mistake of thinking that if person Y is if person X is worth Y amount of money, then that person has access to the described or the said amount of money. That is not actually the true. For instance, Bill Gates is worth $200 billion. That does not mean that Bill Gates has $200 billion stored away in some warehouse in Washington. No, it just means that Bill Gates has a productive capacity of $200 billion. Okay, let me simplify this. It means, in a layman's language, that the value, up to this point of time, the value that Bill Gates has created in the world is $200 billion. And the other thing you should know is that although Bill Gates is worth $200 billion, he will never, ever in his entire lifetime have $200 billion in cash. And the same goes to other multi-millionaires and other multi-billionaires. Even if Bill Gates decides to liquidate all his assets, talk about real estate, stocks, and other investments, it is impossible to accumulate all that money and bring it to where he is, bring it to one location. That is the first thing. The second thing, doing such a thing is a threat to the stability of the economy. Listen, if all millionaires and multi-billionaires decide, to collect all their money and put their money somewhere in a warehouse, maybe in Mars or something, that will destabilize the economies. That will ruin the very system that runs the world, and that is the economy, because these people play a significant role in fueling the economy. That is why banks do not store money in those buildings. Banks are in the business of renting money for a profit. And that is why the 1%, the few individuals who have figured out how to accumulate resources, are paramount to the development of our society, because those individuals have figured out something very, 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 very unique. Okay, so they accumulate resources and then they channel those resources towards fueling different or multiple human endeavors. So that is very important for you to understand. Listen, I know that the majority of people do get jealous when they see these multi-millionaires and these multi-billionaires get to live lavish lives surrounded by luxury. But let me tell you one thing. It's just a fraction of their fortune that gets to fund that particular lifestyle. But the rest of their resources are out here doing important things. For instance, if Bill Gates gets more richer, he will probably buy parts of more companies. For example, Tesla. And Tesla is a company in the automobile industry. And if Tesla gets extra amount of money, that means that employees in Tesla will get raises, or Tesla will employ new employees, or Tesla will go into business with more companies that supply technology and other services. And as a consequence, those employees, those other people will have more money in their pocket. And with more money on their in their pocket, they will probably buy homes, go grocery shopping, buy clothes, and then take their schools to good school, take their kids to good schools, and just afford the education of their kids in general. So you find that that money will start circulating everywhere, and everybody will probably get a portion of the money Bill Gates gave to Tesla. And that way, an economy grows. Listen, a strong economy is developed by circulation, proper circulation of money. As long as there is circulation of money, then that particular economy will grow very remarkable. So those people who grow spiteful towards rich and prosperous people, I really pity you, because you don't understand. You don't understand that they are probably the reason why you have food on your table, why your kids go to school, why you can afford your mortgage or mortgage, and so on. So if you try to sabotage a prosperous person or a billionaire, you're just doing as much harm to yourself as you're doing to them and their reputation. So guys, it does not make sense. Let us support these guys, because they are very exceptional individuals in our societies that need our help, and we should understand them, even though it kind of looks unfair most of the time, because they get to live the kind of life that we only dream of. It does not mean that we should, you know, despise them for that. They do much more good to the world than the evil that we see. But the problem with the human brain or the human nature is that we tend to gravitate upon the negativity, and we tend to forget about the positive that someone or something creates. So guys, that was my rant. I hope that was helpful. I was actually doing all that just to start eating my breakfast. I'm actually here, and I wanna, yeah. I always tell you, I think this fruit is the reason why I get to be such a smart person. Am I a dumb? Okay, like maybe I'm a just dumb person, because what do I know about billionaires and millionaires? I'm not one of them. Maybe I will be one day, but right now, I really don't know how it feels like to be a billionaire or a millionaire, okay? How it feels like waking up as a millionaire, to go to bed as a millionaire, walking around in the society as a millionaire. But I hope we're gonna get there one day. Yeah. And I'll have more things to tell you when I'll become a real millionaire. Okay. Yeah. But today, guys, it's my breakfast. The very first thing I do every single morning is come to this fruit, you know, and nourish my blood with iron. Yeah, this fruit is rich in the mineral called iron. I might be wrong. I don't know, man. Go do your research. These are blackberries, okay? You can go and ask Google. Ask Google. And Google will probably tell you a more clear, correct answer about exactly what the blackberries um, are useful for. But I'm just going to be here for the next 30 minutes. Eat a little bit of this fruit. Subscribe, okay? Now, I don't want people... listen, I'm not joking around, okay? Subscribe to the damn thing. Common sense. Common sense, guys. Common sense. Grown-ups, just use common sense, okay? It really takes a lot of time, a lot of mental effort to create these videos, okay? Yeah, I gotta put on makeup. Look, I got makeup on. So, like, there's no, like, why would you not subscribe to the channel when I've put in all this effort to make sure that I look good, bro? I look good in front of a camera and I sound smart. So, just subscribe to the damn thing. It's not gonna cost you anything. Mr. Beast, Jimmy Donaldson, that guy charges, I think, thousands of dollars just for people to subscribe to his channel. I don't charge you for nothing. So go ahead, subscribe to the damn thing. See you next time. Peace.